Welcome back, coin lovers and collectors. Today, we're diving into the top 3 US 1949 Lincoln cents, a classic US penny that has been in circulation for over 75 years. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, this coin is an interesting piece of American history. We'll cover its design, minting details, value, errors, and historical significance. So, let's jump right in. The 1949 Lincoln Center is part of the Wheat Penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. This series was designed by Victor David Brenner and was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, Abraham Lincoln. On the obverse front of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Above his head is the phrase "In God We Trust," while the word liberty appears to his left. To the right, the date 1949 is clearly visible. If the coin was minted in Denver D or San Francisco S, a small mint mark would be located just below the date. The reverse back of the coin features the famous wheat ears design, which was used from 1909 to 1958. Two stalks of wheat curve around the sides, symbolizing prosperity and agriculture. At the top, we see the phrase "E pluribus unum," which means out of many, one. In the center, the denomination 1 cent is prominently displayed, followed by United States of America. Minting details and variations. The 1949 Lincoln Center was produced at 3 different U.S. mint locations. Philadelphia Mint No mint mark 217,775,000 minted. Denver Mint D mint mark 153,132,500 minted. San Francisco Mint S mint mark 64,290,000 minted. Among these, the San Francisco Mint coins are the scarcest, making them slightly more valuable, especially in higher grades. Composition and specifications. Metal composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Edge: plain. The 1949 Lincoln Center is made of 95% copper, which gives it a distinctive reddish-brown color when new. Over time, exposure to air and moisture causes many of these coins to develop a darker, brown patina. Value of the 1949 Lincoln Center. The value of a 1949 penny depends on its mint mark, condition, and rarity. Most circulated examples are still worth only a few cents, but high-grade coins and certain errors can fetch higher prices. Here's a general breakdown. Circulated worn condition, 3 to 15 cents. Uncirculated MS60, MS63, 1 to 5. MS65 high mint state, 20 to 50. MS67 top condition, 500 or more. The 1949 penny is slightly more valuable in uncirculated grades due to its lower mintage. Rare errors and varieties. Several error varieties exist for the 1949 Lincoln Center, making certain coins more valuable. Here are a few key errors to watch for. Doubled die obverse DDO. Some 1949 pennies have slight doubling on Lincoln's portrait or the lettering. While not as dramatic as other doubled dies, these coins can still sell for 50 to 200 in higher grades. Repunched mint marks RPM. Some 1949D and 1949S pennies show a repunched mint mark, where the letter D or S appears doubled. These are collectible and can be worth 10 to 50 depending on the clarity of the error. Off-center strikes. If the design is noticeably off-center but still shows the full date, these errors can sell for 50 to 150, depending on how much of the design is missing. Clipped planchettes. If part of the coin's edge is missing due to an error in the blank cutting process, it could be worth 20 to 100. Historical context of 1949. The year 1949 was a significant time in U.S. history. The country was recovering from World War II, and a new era of economic growth was beginning. Some notable events from this year include: Harry S. Truman was president. His administration focused on expanding social programs and rebuilding post-war Europe through the Marshall Plan. The first Volkswagen Beetle was sold in the U.S., marking the beginning of a global automotive icon. NATO North Atlantic Treaty Organization was established, forming a military alliance between the U.S. and Western European nations. The first Emmy Awards were held, celebrating excellence in television programming. Owning a 1949 Lincoln Center is like holding a small piece of history from this transformative period in America. Collecting tips. If you're interested in collecting the 1949 Lincoln Center, here's what to look for. Uncirculated or mint state examples MS65 or higher. These are the most valuable and desirable for collectors. Red RD versus brown BN coins. Copper coins naturally change color over time. Red RD pennies that retain their original shine are worth more than brown BN or red-brown RB coins. Error varieties. Always check for doubled dies, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes to see if your penny is more valuable than the average. Conclusion. The 1949 Lincoln Center may not be the rarest coin out there, but it remains a favorite among collectors due to its classic wheat penny design, copper composition, and historical significance. While most examples are only worth a few cents, high-grade coins and error varieties can be valuable. Whether you're searching through your pocket change or buying certified coins, the 1949 penny is a great addition to any collection. Today, we are diving into another classic Lincoln wheat cent, the 1949's 1-cent coin. This little penny may seem ordinary, but it holds a unique place in U.S. coin history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, stick around as we explore its history, design, value, and rare error varieties that could make your penny worth much more than just 1 cent. The 1949's Lincoln Cent was minted at the San Francisco Mint, as indicated by the small s mint mark below the date. It belongs to the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958 and remains one of the most collected U.S. coin series today. The history behind the 1949's Lincoln Cent. To understand the importance of the 1949's penny, we need to go back to post-World War II America. The country was experiencing economic growth, and the demand for coins was high. The U.S. Mint produced millions of cents to support daily commerce. In 1949, the San Francisco Mint struck over 64 million Lincoln cents, making it the lowest mintage cent of that year compared to Philadelphia and Denver. While this makes it slightly scarcer, it is still fairly common in circulated condition. Design of the 1949's Lincoln Cent. The Lincoln Wheat Cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Before 1909, most American coins displayed allegorical figures representing liberty. However, in honor of Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Mint decided to place his portrait on the penny. Obverse design. On the obverse front of the 1949's Lincoln Cent, we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. Above Lincoln's head, the phrase "In God We Trust" is inscribed. To his left, the word liberty is displayed, and to his right, the date 1949 appears with the S mint mark just below it. Brenner's Lincoln design has remained largely unchanged, making it one of the longest-running portraits in U.S. coin history. Reverse design. On the reverse, we find the two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above this, the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, is displayed. This classic design was used until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. Composition and physical characteristics. The 1949's Lincoln cent was struck using the standard 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc alloy, which had been in use since 1909. The only exception to this composition was during World War II, when the U.S. Mint temporarily switched to steel cents in 1943 to save copper for the war effort. This coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and weighs 3.11 grams. Over time, Lincoln cents naturally tone and darken, developing shades of brown or red, depending on how they were stored. Collectors classify Lincoln cents into three color categories. Red RD retains most of its original mint luster. Red-brown RB shows a mix of red and brown hues. Brown BN, fully toned with no visible original red color. Mintage and rarity of the 1949's Lincoln cent. The San Francisco Mint produced 64,290,000 Lincoln cents in 1949, making it the lowest mintage of the three mint locations that year. Even though it had the lowest production, this coin is still considered common today, especially in circulated condition. How much is a 1949's Lincoln cent worth? The value of a 1949's Lincoln cent depends on its condition and color grade. Good to very fine GVF, 0.05, 0.20. Extremely fine XF, 0.25, 0.50. Uncirculated MS60 MS63, 1, 5. High-grade uncirculated MS65 MS66, 15, 35. Gem red uncirculated MS67 plus, 200 plus. Coins graded MS67 red or higher by PCGS or NGC can sell for several $100s. The record price for a 1949's Lincoln cent was over $3,000 for an MS67 plus red example. Error coins, could your 1949's penny be worth more? While most 1949's Lincoln cents are common, some rare errors and varieties can make them much more valuable. Here are some key errors to look out for. Repunched mint mark RPM. Some 1949's cents show a doubled or shifted S mint mark, meaning the mint mark was punched more than once. These errors can range from 10 to over 100, depending on how dramatic the shift is. Off-center strikes. If a 1949's Lincoln cent was struck off-center, its value can range from 20 to over 150, depending on how much of the design is missing. B die break. Some 1949's cents have a small die crack between the B and E in Liberty, creating a B effect. These can sell for 5 to 25, depending on size and clarity. Struck on a wrong planchette. In very rare cases, a Lincoln cent may have been struck on a foreign planchette. If you suspect you have one, it's worth getting it authenticated. Should you get your 1949's Lincoln cent graded? If you have a high-grade uncirculated or an error coin, consider having it certified by PCGS or NGC. A professionally graded and authenticated coin can sell for much higher prices in the numismatic market. Final thoughts? The 1949's Lincoln cent is a great coin to add to any collection. While it is not particularly rare in lower grades, well-preserved examples, especially in red uncirculated condition, can be quite valuable. Additionally, checking for errors like repunched mint marks or die cracks could turn an ordinary penny into a much more valuable find. Do you own a 1949's Lincoln cent? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest coin collecting tips. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.